Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. My name is Sam if you are new, and thank you for being here, clicking on this video. If you are a returning subscriber, hey guys, welcome back. Also, if you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below and be part of the family here at the Southern Rustic. I'd love to have you. So in today's video, we are going to be going a little retro today, and we're going to be making a classic. We're going to be making a tuna noodle casserole. I'm going to serve alongside with some green beans. It just sounds good today. But I have not had tuna noodle casserole in a while. So I was just thumbing through my recipe book and found this recipe in there. So I was like, that sounds really good. So I've got all of the ingredients to make it. I've got it set out here ready to go. I've got a pot of water coming up to a boil on the stove. I got a pan to cook my onions, and I've got my 9x13 dish sprayed with a little bit of oil. And I've also got my oven preheating to 425 degrees. So let's go over all of the ingredients and we'll get started. Okay guys, so here are all of the ingredients that you're going to need. It's very simple, but it's so delicious. I've got some egg noodles back here, just some plain egg noodles. I've got some grated cheddar cheese. I've got some peas, tuna, butter, some milk. Here I've got some onion that I've just got diced up fine, or as fine as I could get it. I've got some breadcrumbs. I've got some cream of mushroom with roasted garlic, but you can do just the regular cream of mushroom soup if that's what you prefer. But I'm going to use this today. I've got some salt and pepper and some parsley. So first we're going to start off cooking the noodles, and while they are cooking, we're going to work on everything else. So let me get you set up. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and salted my water, and I'm just going to go ahead and add in my egg noodles right in there. Okay, now I'm just going to give it a stir and let these cook, and then we'll drain them and set them aside. In the meantime, we're going to work on everything else. So let's get that going. Okay, so in my little skillet here, I've just got about a tablespoon of butter, and we're going to go ahead and add in our onions. We're going to let those cook until they're nice and tender. My oven is ready to go. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this, and we're going to cook these till they're tender. In the meantime, we're going to mix up the creamy portion of the tuna noodle casserole while this is cooking and my pasta's going. Okay, the onions are coming along nicely, so we're going to just go ahead and add everything in here, and when the onions get done, we can add those as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in my cream of mushroom soup right into the pan here. This last little bit out at the bottom. We're going to add in our milk, our peas. You can use fresh or frozen. I'm just using frozen. It's convenient for me. So I've got that going in there. I've got my tuna here. Now I've got 2 cans of tuna. One is like light chunk, and then the other one's they're both by the same brand, they're just different kinds, so that's why they're 2 different colors. So I've got that going in, and they're both in water, and I've got about a cup and a half of cheese here. 3/4 of this is going to go in here, and then the other half is going to go on the top when we put it all together. So I've got some salt and some pepper. You can add as much or as little of salt and pepper as you want. Just do it to taste. And I've got some parsley. I'm going to do maybe about a half of a tablespoon. And then we're just going to mix everything together until it's well combined, and when the onions are done, we will add those as well. Okay, so I've got my onions going in. They're nice and tender. I'm just going to add all of those right in. Give that a little mix. And then we're going to add in our noodles. So I've got my noodles here, and I should have got a bigger bowl, but it will be all right. We'll do half and then mix it in. Get that all mixed together. I have not had tuna noodle casserole in a while, and I am so excited to try it. Well, not to try it. I know what it tastes like. It's really good. But I am so excited to eat this. I know when I was growing up, I really wasn't a tuna fan. But as you get older, your palate develops a little bit. And you tend to like things you didn't often like as a child. So I've got all of this mixed up. Now we're ready to put this into the pan. Okay, so I've got my dish here, and it's already been sprayed with a little bit of oil. I'm just going to add this right in here and get it spread out evenly. Spread that out, and then we will add the topping. We've got to mix that together. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop my butter. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter in a little microwave safe dish and just let that melt, and then I will meet you right back here. We'll get the topping on it and get this in the oven. Okay, so I've got my butter here, and it's all nice and melted. We're just going to add that right in there. And then you're going to add about a half of a cup of breadcrumbs. You can do seasoned breadcrumbs if you want. That is fine. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Now we're just going to give this a little toss, mix everything up, make sure it's nice and coated in that butter. Alright, that is nice and combined. Now we're just going to slide our little casserole over here, and we're just going to drizzle this right over the top as evenly as you can get it. And then we will get this in the oven and let it bake up. Get all nice and bubbly. Now this is going to bake about, I don't know, about 20 minutes, just until the top is nice and golden and it's nice and bubbly. We've got that all in there. Spread that out a little bit. Break up some of those little clumps of breadcrumbs. Okay, all I'm going to do now is pop this in the oven for about 20 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and when the top is nice and golden brown and it's nice and bubbly, I'm going to take it out and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so in my pan here, I've just got a teaspoon of butter and about a teaspoon of olive oil, and I've added some fine green beans, and I'm just going to let these cook up until they're nice and bright and vibrant. And then when they're almost done, I'm going to add in some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of garlic. I will show you that when we get there, and then we should be done. We're still waiting on the tuna noodle casserole. It's got about 5 minutes left, so we are waiting on that. In the meantime, we're going to cook these up, and I'll meet you back here in just a second. Alright, so in my beans, I just added a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and some garlic. We're just going to cook this up just for about a minute or so until that garlic is nice and fragrant, and it will be done. And I will show you what everything looks like when this gets done and we get it all plated up. Okay, so this is what it looks like right out of the oven. It's still nice and bubbly. Don't know if you can hear that, but it is just bubbling away. It's very, very hot. So I'm going to let this cool for about 5 minutes or so before we plate that up. My beans are done and looking delicious. So yeah, we're just going to let this sit for a minute or two, and then we will go ahead and plate this up. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And as usual, you can find all of the links to my recipes down in the description box below, as well as pinned in the comments section. So yeah, we're going to go enjoy some dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.